Hi everybody, thanks. Okay, so this is basically saying here, if you're following me, I seem to, the video got cut off. This is talking about Taurus and comfort and joy and finding that in the moment. You're reasoning with something right now. You're a queen of pair of tears. You're in your emotions, and you're also feeling right now. You're feeling how you're feeling, maybe more alive, more in touch. You could be connecting with more with prayer with another person, or you need to pray, stretching the mind, stretching the body, right? Remember somatic, so Taurus is about somatic energy, right? It is finding beauty in your environment, how you place your worth in finances as well, maybe seeing a different perception of what you value. So something needs to be reversed for you. I think you're having a prophecy, like a breakthrough, in terms of there's a reversal, right? A reversal of time. Maybe you time jumped or something like that. That's offering you an option now that things are picking up for change, because 4 plus 1 is 5. So there's something prophecy. So something's going to be said to you or offered to you, opportunity, or you're going to find some ways that you're going to be able to deliver your self-mastery to the world. You're finding some motion in where you're feeling that you need to evaluate and reason with where you're at this current moment. Now you're looking at integration, also health as well. How you're looking at health is comfort. What is foods? What's our comfort foods, and what's actually good for you? This is also about looking at your behavior between money. All right, the more open your channel is, the more you will flow through it. Money is a symbol of our creative energy. So this is like exchange of your energy for something else, whether it's writing or talking or feeling. Maybe you can feel through doing art, sculpture. Somebody could be working in cooking. There was one on there that said that. This is also about too, you could be looking at a move here as well. Heritage, travel. Maybe you want to work in real estate. So something about prophecy. Let's go back to number 14. Sorry, my video got cut off. I'm just going to repost it. Let's see. Okay. So this card is saying with the reverser, composition. So you need to compose something. I don't know what that is. And this is about blending ingredients. So integration, compositions in art, something's dramatic going to happen, an event. But it's also an equation of opposing qualities. So where are your qualities, okay, in the world, right? Where your money can be used, right? We think there's a limited amount, so we're stuck with two options. We can choose to have a lot of money and feel guilty, or we can choose to because money and perceptions and values have a lot to do with Taurus, right? I have a really good Taurus friend, and she's her money is like, all like, has a credit card, she has it all really organized, so she really has a great system, right? So you may choose to deal with the guilt to try to deny or ignore your feelings, so by attempting to help those less fortunate, but that might not help you, okay? So just in other words, saying here, the old world structure demands we do things out of our ego strength. So this card is also saying let go of the ego. There's no such thing as the ethic, work hard, sacrifice, and struggle. So don't allow that embedded energy to confuse you. If you are succeeding in making money, you are also paying a price emotionally and often physically. People frequently do drive themselves to the point of sickness or death. They struggle and sacrifice emotionally, and in the end, even though they achieved worldly success, they still feel deprived and empty. So this is also saying finding joy in the present moment with Taurus. All right, the new world right now, the money in the new world, This is based on trust of the universe within us. And if you go back to one of my first videos, it talks about it, about trusting, right? And what you need to do in order to trust. Where are you being open, right? This is an outward experience, right? But we have to go inwards, right? You know that the money is not really yours, it belongs to the universe, so you're kind of like the caretaker, the steward for this money. So you kind of have to look at it like, if you have an issue with valuing money and worth, this has a lot to do with money, looking at it, where is it giving you joy and fulfillment, and trying to detach from the fact that it's not really yours, right? I think that's the thing, is people are like, oh, I have this amount of money or large amounts of money. But here's the thing. So our goal here is to transform the world, okay? The more we learn to operate in a world based on trusting in our intuition, the stronger our channel will be and the more money we'll have. The money in our life is based on our ability to listen to our inner guidance and risk acting on it. So, but what happens is ego comes in and ego says, oh, let me control you and how to listen to the universe and act on it. Then money increases. When that happens, then money increasingly comes into life when your ego stops trying to control you. So don't let your ego control you here, right? There is no fear of loss because you know you're always taken care of. So you can't lose joy and fulfillment in your life. When you feel secure and free, you attract more and more money, so that you continually push to deepen your trust at more intense levels. So with Taurus being such a money fixed sign, most people who have money issues, need to get in their body first and realign themselves. That's why the feeler is there. To feel what is comforting, what's bringing you comfort. Do you really need that item on the shelf? I mean, sorry, but just saying, you need the basic primary needs: food, water, clothing, and shelter. Just here's the thing: if your environment is out of whack, everything else is. So make sure your environment looks good, right? With animals, what do you do when you help them, go to sleep? You put some music on, give them the atmosphere, and then they calm down. Okay, so this is kind of implying here you have reversed some issues that now you're ready to create prophecy. You could be getting a letter or something, a text message if it's from another person, but your time is being reversed. Almost like time is reversed, right? From the beginning of something that happened that was traumatic, all of that's being wiped away. You're actually starting back to where you were before, maybe 5 years ago, or 3 years ago. So you have finally reached back to who you are in your own personal alignment, and that's wonderful. Okay, number 7, curved blade here. 7 is about choices. You do have a choice. You're not doubt and hesitant. The card is here, but you could have some doubts and hesitance in terms of if it's moving, okay, and trying to find some reason with where you're at, and maybe you need to move, or feeling through what is going to work for you. I know the forest and female energy is right here, so nurturing yourself at this time. Where are you feeling doubtful and hesitant? Let's clarify that. The 7 curved blade. This is also about words. It's about voices. It's about expression. You could be getting a message or a call from something. Maybe you have doubt and hesitance about, replying back to somebody or not, but this is about getting an email, an opportunity for you to create self-mastery. Okay. I could touch on that a little more, but I gotta go because I had too many hiccups. The phone cut off. Let's read the 7 curved blade. Let's see. This card is saying no courage, stagnation. Okay, changing your belief structure and old methods of practice. So, yes. So, beliefs. Changing your beliefs. Thinking you can, thinking you're worthy, right? I can't put a price tag on your health or your fulfillment and joy at this time, because that's what Taurus is about with that Uranus, etc. Oops, sorry. Okay. Remember that your personal self-worth and you're strengthening your physical world here. Swift passage, 8 two-headed serpent. Yes. We had this in the last reading, so movement's going to be really important right now. 8 two-headed serpent. Together. Oh, okay. Swift passage. So a road's opening up for you. Whether this is a short visit or not, it could be a presented opportunity, and that's a go. If you had the 25th open up for you, awesome, because it worked for a lot of other people. Look for higher cause beyond the apparent. Important meeting brings strength and confidence. You could be having a meeting with somebody. You're separated. You're feeling separated from something. Let's clarify that. The 3 curved blade. You're separated. There's something about you feel defeated. This could be a distance thing or pain in a current situation, and you don't ask why. You'll know later. Something that happened. You're overcoming abusive relationships. I felt that. Free of all emotional attachments here. I've had that in the last reading as well. Okay, we have the feeler. Step away from the current situation and don't ask why. This means you're not allowing the conditions to consume you like you once were. You're moving with the flow and doing what you got to do now versus being stuck in your head and sulking, okay? This is more like I'm taking the reins and doing what I want even if the conditions suck, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, 2 cards. We have the Prince, 2-headed serpent. Okay, you need to express yourself. This is going to be important. Whether it's dance, movement, something that you need to do in how you're expressing yourself in the world. I think you're changing the way you speak and how you're holding yourself up with more pride. We have the pride also here, which is part of, knowing your worth, right? Not to get too bad, but for confused. Don't be confused in what you're expressing. I think that's the thing, is we get all caught up, all self-conscious, and with 4, finding stability. 4 curved blade is finding stability. If it's an opportunity, you're going to have a stable opportunity. So don't feel confused that the opportunity isn't going to be that. 4 curved blade. All right. So thoughts are things. Don't misplace. That's what it's saying. Yeah. Misplacement of thoughts or things. Try not to place things in a category or a box. What is that? So detach from what is, right? Detach from the money. Detach from, what is. Renew. You're going to transform if you change the way your thoughts are being placed. We put things in boxes, right? And so this is saying an opening. You're creating an opening right here that's going to allow you to gain some financial abundance in how you reason, finding reason in ways you're nurturing yourself at this time, since that's part of Taurus and relates to money and personal self and your belief system of what's supporting you. So realizing what's taking up space and how can you renew and transform your environment and what you own or accumulate, right? Fixed sign. This is enhancing your relationship to your money as well as where you're finding joy in every day. So the processes here is tightening and embracing and finding pleasure and touch and nourishment. Very somatic. Let's give you, I'm going to give you a couple of these cards here and clarify. I'm going to still post those other videos, so feel free to watch them. They're kind of similar to this, but it's okay. We're trying to pull them out of our... We kept getting cut off, okay? So maybe there's something else in the other videos that I know for sure aren't in this video. But let's see, what do we need to know for today? I have to do pretty quick because I have to go to work. So let's see. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords. Oh, okay. You're healing, releasing pain, refusal to let go. Somebody's not letting you go. All right, they've been holding on to you. They put you in a third party. You've been healing and releasing. Okay, you're the queen. You've been embodying, nurturing yourself at this time, and I think you've actually totally are at the starting point of where you got, it's almost like you had got lost in their traumas. You got lost in their trauma, okay? Or whatever the narrative was. All right, I think you're done with that, and I mean, it is done. Okay, done dollar. 10 of Wands, overburden, avoiding responsibility. Right now, maybe you're avoiding responsibility for something that's creative, right, that you want to be doing to yourself. Now, that's part of a responsibility, right? To know that this is what you want to, what your inspiration is. You could be feeling like, I'm inspired to do this, but I'm overburdened with work. Okay, that can also be an aspect here. This is also, you could be having a lot of people calling you at this time and work, okay? This is saying here, you're accomplishing your goals, but this is about having the burden of success. I mentioned in the last video about success and how success may not always bring you joy. So staying in the present moment. While you're there, right? People walk blindly through, you know, they get on the bus, they go to work, and they're like not even there the whole day. So just finding joy in that moment. Some people don't have that opportunity, but it is also saying, you know, maybe during that period, think of creative ways that you can enhance your side business, or, you know, write stuff down, stuff like that. King of Cups. You have an awesome person. That's a male. That's could be a king. He's actually keeping his emotions in control. He's bottling his feelings. However, rather he is, he knows how to respond. Whether this is you or another person, balance, generosity, and emotional maturity. You could be a very generous person. Your emotional maturity probably could be really good. It could probably meet the King of Cups, since you're a Queen of Cups with the King of Tears here. So these two, so two people together, you have met your match. All right. And if you have met them, you know, maybe you are separated, because we did have I am separation. But this could be also a reason as to why you're separated, okay? Even though you know that that's the person, but you're separated, okay? And maybe you feel a sense of separation or isolation. You haven't been going out, creating dates, doing stuff like that. Or you're not just dating right now because you're trying to transform. You're trying to transform into the person that you really want to be, the more authentic self. Oh boy. Okay, 6 Pentacles, a card of financial issues. Okay, so this is about generous, not being you. Okay, working on your, somebody needs to work on selfishness, debt, unequal charity. That's the King of Cups. They were unselfish. I mean, they were selfish at that time. And they're wanting to come in saying, hey, I want to renew the situation if this is a love situation. If not, this is like, you know what? I'm going to renew myself without you because you were selfish. Next card we have is the Ace of Cups. Somebody had blocked up emotions, bottled up feelings, or somebody is at this time. Ace of Swords. You have power, force, victory, mental clarity. Right now is great for you guys. Mental breakthroughs and clarity. The confusion is cleared. You have a balanced mind and you're cutting away access and focusing on your goals. I love it. That is what I have for you. Let me pull you one of these, Sean Helen. Yeah, somebody's trapped in fear. So if this was a relationship, somebody's got some fear issues, something around that. So don't let that bother you. I think you guys are doing great. Maybe I should pull one more of these. Let's just double check what you guys gotta do. I'm gonna clarify it with some aspects here because my videos got cut off. So let's see. Oops, that came out. Wounded warrior. Yeah, they're wounded. That's why you're separated. I think you separated yourself to transform. There was probably confusion. I don't think you're confused now. I think I think you're more confused with the fact that you're getting a lot of job offers or a lot of things coming in or a lot of people checking you out. Also, this is about you taking a trip, finding swift passage, maybe moving or looking at a different location. I think a lot of people are moving during this period right now too. A lot of opportunities. Disassociation, dissatisfied, denial, and feelings of being disappointed. Okay, I think they have disassociation issues. Liquid courage, intoxicated, they're an alcoholic, and shadow work, low self-esteem. Good thing you let them go. And it says here, be thankful, all is not lost. Okay, you found yourself. Mistakes are only a blessing, as it is a lesson, not a curse to do it again. All right, you learned your lesson, don't go back. If that was a relationship, okay, it had put you in a terrible position. And I read, the last, what is it, back 3 months ago or something. It was pretty heavy there. It was like the final ending. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.